Welcome people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if this is your first time on my channel, a special welcome to you as well. Listen, just click the subscribe button. Yeah, ask my subbies in the comment section. It's lit over here, okay? We lit over here. Good vibes only. In today's video, as you can already see from the title, I'll be talking about these two fragrances from the House of Lattafa. We have Oud for Glory and we have Amethyst. So if you'd like to hear my reviews on them, please continue to watch.
All I know is you smell good. All I know is you smell good. Yeah.
Let's start things off with Oud for Glory. This was launched in 2020 and it's known as a ambery woody fragrance for men and women. Sorry, can we take a minute to look at the packaging? Lux. The bottle, absolutely stunning. Are you mad? The glass came broken, which I'm a bit teed off about. You know I sent an email, right? Typical atomizers, you know, short bursts that disperse enough fragrance to make me happy. This opens with saffron, nutmeg and lavender. The saffron in here is giving me this smooth leather vibe with hints of rubber. Dry clean oud is in here as well right off the back, but I think it works well with the lavender, so it's not as suffocating and pungent as other oud fragrances are known to be. Shag of oud and ragba. Wow, sorry, what was that? You know I'm a patchouli lover, and the patchouli in here is giving me this wet earthiness vibe. Like, think about rain in the forest. You know, that wet mossy feel? That's what the patchouli in here is giving me. Something balmy and resinous is, you know, thrown in the mix of this fragrance, and it's the labdanum and the amber. And though they're not, you know, overly prominent notes, they still add a bit of extraness to this fragrance, you know, even though they're lurking in the background. For the dry down, there's more oud, but the musk in here just swoops in and adds this soft touch, you know, to the fragrance that enhances the oud and the woodsy notes. It's like wrapping a rugged and animalic oud in like the most soft and plushest musky blanket. Does that make sense? I find Oud for Glory to be a very mature scent. I know that a lot of people shy away from oud because, you know, hello, it's oud. But I think this is a very wearable oud. Longevity for this is spectacular. Oh my God, I'm telling you, 12 plus hours. Enormous sillage, and I'm telling you, see that projection? This projects off my skin for like 3+ hours. I kid you not. This is an absolute compliment getter, and as much as I adore this fragrance, would I say this is a safe blind buy? No, it's oud. Oud is kind of tricky, do you know what I mean? There's so much to love about this fragrance, but as I always say, get you a sample. This is said to be a dupe for Initio's Oud for Greatness, and to me, this is a 95% spot on dupe. That 5% being that I get this Baccarat Rouge 540 vibe in Oud for Greatness that I don't get in Oud for Glory. Plus, Oud for Greatness is £285 for a 90ml. This is 100ml for 20 quid. Yeah. I'm sorry, do you see how similar the packaging is to Oud for Greatness? Lattafa, you're cheeky, okay? You're bare cheeky. Oud for Glory is this stunningly clean oud and saffron fragrance that has been graced with a pleasant lavender note, sweetened by nutmeg and grounded by some earthy patchouli with a smoky dry down. Listen to me. This, 10 out of 10. This is Oud for Glory. Now we're moving on to Amethyst, you know, my birthstone, the color of royalty, my favorite color, purple. This has the same packaging. This one didn't come with a broken glass, which I really appreciate. This one comes with a little card and it has the fragrance notes breakdown on here. Why didn't Oud for Glory come with the same thing? I don't know. Amethyst was launched in 2021 and it's known as a amber vanilla fragrance for men and women. Fresh and spicy along with oud in the opening, and that is coming from the bergamot and the pink pepper. There's something synthetic in here as well, and I'm going to put it down to the rose that's in the middle because they use 2 roses in here. They use Bulgarian rose and they use Turkish rose. But the synthetic smell that's in here, it's not eternal. It's like it's there for a couple minutes and then it just vanishes. Fun fact, wait, this is neither fun nor is it a fact. What I was gonna say is I noticed the syntheticness in this fragrance, but my co-workers didn't. I'm not saying that my nose is trained or that my nose is better than their noses, but everyone at work loved this from the first spray to the dry down. That's James, that's Patricia, that's Annabelle, and that's Maddie. I normally bring my fragrances to work to test them out, you know, wear them for the day, see how they wear throughout the day, write my notes at the end of the day, you know the jazz. So yeah, I bring my fragrances to work and my co-workers help me out. And not one person said they smell something off about this fragrance. And I'm like, don't you get this? And they're like, no. How are you getting that and I'm not getting that? The first couple of times I brought fragrances to work, they'd come up and they'd be like, oh, can I spray this? But now, listen, they just take up, they smell the atomizer, they do a little air test, they smell it. And if they love it, they drench themselves in it, okay? We're all at work smelling amazing, okay? We all smell good, honey. Do you know what? I strayed a bit. Let's get back to the fragrance. As I said, there's 2 roses in this fragrance. There's Turkish and Bulgarian rose. To me, those 2 roses combined give me this fresh, dewy rose combo. For the jasmine, I don't get much jasmine on my skin, unfortunately. But you see, when those roses gets combined with the vanilla and the amber, like this sweet and creamy sensation comes forward that is quite pleasing to the nose. Great projection, as it projected off my skin for like an hour and a half or 2 hours. Yeah, it was going strong. Amazing sillage. For longevity, I got about up to 8 hours. Yeah, that's what I got for this one, up to 8 hours. I tend to go nose blind on some of my fragrances, but how I test them is like at the end of my shift, you know, after I already sprayed my fragrances a couple hours ago, at the end of my shift, you know, when I get picked up from work or I go in my Uber and, you know, I'd hear like, oh, you smell nice, or did you just spray fragrances? I'd be like, ah, you can smell it, but I can't. So that's how I really judge my fragrances as well. This is such a stunning fragrance, like in the air. Oh my God, it's absolutely incredible in the air. And I smell no syntheticness in the air. It's only when I spray it on my skin. Weird, right? But you see that dry down, remarkable. This is just an incredible rose oud combo with a sweet, creamy dry down. Now for what this is said to be a dupe for. This is said to be a dupe for Atomic Rose by Initio. But when I smell this, 3 fragrances come to mind. 1, yes, Atomic Rose. 2, Side Effect by Initio as well. And 3, Angel Nova by Thierry Mugler. Yes, if those 3 fragrances came together and had a menage a trois, then you added oud, you'd get Amethyst. But between those 3 fragrances that I mentioned earlier, the closest dupe is the Atomic Rose. You know, 95% it's Atomic Rose minus the synthetic rose, if that makes sense. And I'm not mad yet, because I can deal with a little bit of syntheticness in certain fragrances, like even this one, because it doesn't last forever. Do you know what I mean? It's just there for like a couple minutes and then it goes. It comes down to the factor of price, because when you compare the prices, Atomic Rose and Side Effect by Initio is £215, but I got Amethyst for £21.45. Yeah. I mean, it all boils down to your budget, do you know what I mean? Because if you can afford the 215, you go for it. If you can't and you can afford this one, then buy this one. I mean, it's a no-brainer. This is Amethyst. Should I tell you lot this or should I keep it to myself? Do you know what? I'm gonna tell you. The day this got delivered, I did something that I was not supposed to do. I opened it immediately and sprayed it on my skin. Oh my God, I was so disappointed because it came off so medicinal on my skin. I was like, what? I was super devastated. If you're on my Snapchat, you'd know because I went on a tangent. I was just ranting. I was like, what? Because I look at the notes and I was like, this is right up my alley. Why is this coming off medicinal on my skin? I normally let my fragrances macerate. Well, not macerate, but I let them sit a day or 2 before I spray them. Yes, it is hard, but I always have fragrances coming in the post, so It's kind of okay at times. But hear me out, yeah? Listen to the method to my madness, yeah? You see the warehouse or the factory where this is stored? I don't know what the temperature there is like, yeah? And then remember, when they're packaging it to give to the delivery driver, I don't know what the temperature in the back of the van is like. And then he's driving and, you know, he's driving on this bumpy road and this gets shaken up, you get me? Then it goes to the post office. We know those people at the post office don't care about your parcels, yeah? They chuck your parcels here, they chuck your parcels there, they shake the box and all of that. So for me, the fragrance gets all muddled up, you get me? Then not to mention, from the post office to my gaff, the back of the van is still cold. When that postman opens that door and he gets the parcel, he shakes it and then comes to your door and delivers it. So by the time it reaches to my gaff, it's all muddled up. All the fragrances have been shooken up and all of that. I know you're thinking to yourself, this child is mad, but listen to me, yeah? This is why I think most first impressions, you know, the people who do first impressions, this is why most of them get disappointed at times, because they're like, rah, they didn't let the fragrance sit. Am I making sense? Because I know I'm making sense, you get me? But when I let this sit for the couple days and then I came back to it, the medicinal scent was gone. I mean, I got syntheticness, but the medicinal scent that was there when I first sprayed it, it wasn't there. So let your fragrance like sit a day or two before you spray them. Yeah. Anyways, there you have it, my pebbles. Those are my thoughts and reviews on these two gems from the House of Lattafa, Oud for Glory and Amethyst. Oh, absolutely love these two. And remember, not safe blind buys, you know, because there's oud in, but then again, they're affordable. I mean, they're affordable to me, and I'd rather spend £20 than 200. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. You know, it's greatly appreciated. But before you go, I'd like for you to give me a thumbs up by clicking that like button. Comment down below and let me know if you smelt these two, you know, any of them, and let me know your thoughts on them. Share this video with a mate. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. And I guess I'll see you in my next video. Bye.